Alright, so what is up YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my physique in February of this year. So practically, I fell off big time. I dirty bulked and I reached to my peak dirty bulk and I reached to 107 kg, which is the heaviest I've been in 5 years. And I looked quite insane. I will pop up a picture right now. This was at my worst recently. I'm obviously nowhere close to that. I'm down to 103, but the goal is to get to 97 kg shredded to the bone. I feel like we could do it, and this is gonna be a mini series. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys a few tips, explaining what happened. I'm also gonna be showing you guys what I eat throughout the day to get shredded. And yeah, so it's a mini series I'm gonna be doing, coming back from my little fall off, getting back to my prime. So it's gonna be insane. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. It's gonna be insane and fun. And yeah, the video's gonna start right now. So I got fat, and I don't mean obese. I do mean I put on a lot of weight this year. So if you guys didn't know, I did a massive bulk because I've made countless of videos talking about that bulking to me is the inferior choice. I'm a guy that loves to main gain, which means you stay at this one body fat and you build muscle over time. This is a slower approach, but to me it's better. You're a lot healthier, you're not changing weight, you're not bouncing back, and you look good throughout. But many of you guys told me bulking is amazing. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I decided to bulk, and I did a dirty bulk. So I took things a little too far, and I started increasing my calories, wasn't tracking the best I could, and what happened was the bulk not only messed with my mindset, I fell off a little bit. And this is the truth. When you bulk, when you end up bulking a lot, your mindset changes a lot. Many people don't really realize that when you do a dirty bulk, when you end up putting more fat and muscle, you end up looking worse in the mirror. Your mindset changes, and it has changed. I felt very lazy. I felt not as productive. I hated the gym, and I don't know what it was, but it was a mindset thing that I couldn't stand. But it also made me not want to get shredded. I kind of fell off. I tried getting shredded and I bounced back to bulking, which is not ideal. Like I said in the last video, we are getting shredded, actually writing down everything. So this morning I weighed in at 104.5 kg. The goal is to get to 98 flat. That's a good number for me. I haven't gotten to that number in a year. So I'm quite excited to see how I look in that number. But this is my physique at peak bulk. I don't look like this now. I look much leaner, but this was my worst. And I want to show you guys that I did fall off. I used to be shredded. I was able to maintain a shredded physique for many years, and I fell off, and it's fine. But it's not fine when you stick to it. So now we're gonna be getting shredded. I'm gonna be taking you guys with me. And yeah, so I'm glad to share this with you guys. I know some of you guys probably don't care. There are people that are struggling with this. Follow me right now, join the journey, and it'll be interesting seeing how far I can come. So some of the protocols that I'll be doing is obviously being a calorie deficit. So finding my calorie number, lowering it by a little bit, and staying consistent with it. Another thing, lowering the carbs, increasing the protein, and keeping the fat between 60 to 80. Carbs is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is easy to eat too many carbs and too little protein. So what I would do is make sure you prioritize your protein. You will be able to get carbs in a bit. Like, it's pretty easy to get carbs, so don't worry about getting carbs. Make sure you get your protein in check. Another thing, sleep. Make sure your sleep is on point. I typically like to sleep at 9 hours. That's a safe spot for me. So 8 to 9 hours is a sweet spot. If you're not sleeping, just make sure you get that in check. 30 minutes before you go to sleep, stay away from screens. Stay away from blue light. Don't play video games at nighttime. Make sure you have a fixed schedule. I like to wake up at 7 a.m., go to sleep at 11 max, definitely max. So these little things help a lot. Alright, so it's typically so it's 7 in the morning, and I typically wake up, go to the bathroom, and I weigh myself. This is the most accurate way to do it because you're removing certain variables that can influence you. An example being, you may have lost body fat, but since you have like literally crap inside you and you haven't taken a piss, you will be a lot heavier, which will give you the wrong illusion and demotivate you. But if you go to the bathroom before, each variable is the same. It will keep it the same throughout the journey. Another thing that I do is take notes. So I wrote down how much I weigh, which is 104.4 or 5. Luckily I wrote it down so I won't forget. It's a good way to track and see that you're in a good linear progression. So typically what I like to do is, I fast in the morning. I wake up, I drink coffee, so not fully fasted, but I fast in terms of, eating. And then my first meal is typically at 10 or 12, depending on the time of the day, if I have time to do so. If I'm really busy throughout the day, like I got work or to study, I typically have a big meal in the morning, so I don't have to eat all my calories at nighttime, because then I'll just feel bloated and I want to die. So eating is like a chore for me sometimes, especially when you're in these moments. But if you're someone that's going to school, working, I would recommend you eat in the morning, just so you can take away a big chunk of calories. Expend as much calories as you can whenever you have the window. So don't fast if you're working, because you have the time now. So eat now, eat a lot now, go to work, eat a lot during lunch, come back home, work out, eat a lot for dinner, instead of doing what I do most of the time, which is, multiple meals throughout the day. When I can, obviously I do it, but when I can't, I don't do it. So I'm gonna make some coffee and yeah. So I just bought this new thing. It's an air fryer. It's the double one. It's the XL one where I can cook two things. It's like a stack in here. I could show you actually. This is the best thing I've ever bought in my life. I think this is incredible. I made chicken wings the other day and it was so good. I just put it in, clicked the button, and it worked. I made chicken breast as well and it tastes really good. So I'm very excited and very happy. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be using now to cook chicken. Since it's winter now, practically, not winter, but since it's like Halloween season, it's gonna be raining a lot in Italy. And if you guys don't know, I typically barbecue a lot, but when it's raining, it's really hard and demotivating to barbecue. But since I got this thing, I'm gonna be barbecuing. And you're probably wondering, like, why don't you use the pan? Because I don't want to use like a crap ton of olive oil. Plus my family's always using it. So now that I got the air fryer, just put the chicken in, click a button, and it's over, done. And typically beef is pretty easy to cook anyways inside. So yeah, I'm gonna make that coffee now. So meal one, if you want to say like that, I don't really count it as a meal, but my first calories is coffee. The coffee itself is actually just practically 0 calories. What makes the calories is the milk I use. So I use this oat milk. It's an Italian brand, so I doubt you guys will find it in America, but it tastes good. I actually prefer it for normal milk. Normal milk makes me feel a little sluggish. That's just a me problem. You don't have to copy me, but it is low in calories. And if you're making like cereal, stuff that's like requires lots of it, you do save calories. So part of the things that you're gonna be seeing, the pattern, is that you want to do choices that actually help you in the long run. So taking lower calorie stuff will help in the long run. Lower calorie beef help in the long run. Eating chicken over certain meats, it'll help in the long run. Cutting out certain foods will help in the long run. So it's all about these little choices that help a lot. So drinking the low calorie milk versus the high calorie milk does help, because also I typically drink 2 coffees, one to get me started for the day and one right before I need to get some work done, whatever it is I need to do. So yeah, the first thing I really drink and consume, and yeah. So I broke my fast with 4 eggs and I think 12 grams of butter, but meal 2 is gonna be some pasta. And typically when I cut, I stay away from pasta just because it's higher in calories, but we don't have any rice in the house. And if I control the portion, so I typically do 200 grams of, or 250 grams of pasta, but today I did 160, as you can see. 225 grams of ground beef, but I will be using the whole package today. So I wanted to go for 200, but I accidentally went to 225. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be getting 400, which is the package, the whole package, so it's fine. And then I put 56 grams of Parmesan and 20 grams of the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce is so low in calories to the point where I don't need to weigh it because it's just ridiculous and a waste of time, and I've been doing this for 3 years. But yeah, meal 2, about 1,000 calories, so very good. This is one of my favorite meals to eat. Honestly, if I could eat more of this, it'll be insane, but like, portion control. So it's currently 4 o'clock. As you can see, I weighed in 100 grams of small pasta. I'm gonna be making the same thing, but the quantity is very little, so 100 grams instead of 160, and it'll be 200 grams of beef. And that's gonna be my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna work out in 2 hours, so chest workout. And yeah, measure everything. It's gonna be practically the same thing, and I'm gonna eat that right now. Alright, so the last meal is going to be chicken breast, 240 grams to be precise, and I'm actually going to be using the air fryer, which is the first time I've actually used it on camera. I just got it 2 days ago, and honestly, it's a game changer. You just plop it in, click a button, and it works. So I'm going to cut this up in small pieces, season it, and boom, and I'll show you guys the end result when it's done. Dinner be like. Alright, so that is the end of the YouTube video. So practically I wanted to show you guys that yes, I did fall off a little bit in the beginning of this year. The pictures that you see are from me of February this year, which is crazy because I was able to maintain a relatively shredded physique for a long time and I fell off. I take full accountability, but we're coming back, and the fact that I'm filming this, showing you guys, I want you to keep me accountable. I know I should be the one doing it, and I am doing it, but there's also a bit of extra, you know, it's nice to look back to it as well. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, the total calories I've been eating is 2,665 calories, 230 grams of protein, 85 grams of fat at the most, and as much carbs that I can, typically 200, maybe 300, depending on how much I can get. And that is the macros of my day. So if you learned something today, leave a like down below. And if you have any questions, comment down below. We answer everyone. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It allows us to make better quality videos. So the next video will be coming out on Thursday, and I'll see you guys then.